Welcome back to Curious Kids HQ. Today, we're going on a journey to one of the most unusual and fiery places on Earth. A place so intense that people call it the door to hell. Imagine a giant pit in the ground that has been burning with flames for over 50 years, right in the middle of a desert. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, it's real, and it's located in the Karakum Desert of Turkmenistan. Ready to discover the story behind this mysterious fire pit? Our adventure starts in the Karakum Desert, a vast and barren landscape in the country of Turkmenistan. The Karakum is one of the largest deserts in the world, and its name means black sand in the local language. Despite its name, the desert is mostly covered in golden sand dunes that stretch as far as the eye can see. For centuries, this desert was a place of mystery. The intense heat, the endless sand, and the sparse vegetation made it difficult for people to live there. But the desert also held a secret deep beneath the surface, a treasure of natural gas hidden underground. This treasure would lead to one of the most spectacular accidents in modern history. It all began in the year 1971, when a group of Soviet scientists arrived in the Karakum Desert. They were on a mission to explore the desert for natural gas, an important resource used to produce energy. The scientists set up their equipment and began drilling into the ground, hoping to find gas deposits hidden below. At first, everything seemed to be going according to plan. The scientists drilled deeper and deeper into the earth, confident they would strike gas soon. And they did, more than they ever expected. Beneath the sands, they hit a large pocket of methane gas, a type of natural gas that is highly flammable. But then something unexpected happened. As the scientists drilled into the gas pocket, the ground beneath them began to shake. Before they knew it, the earth gave way, and a huge crater suddenly opened up, swallowing the drilling rig and equipment. The crater was about 20 meters deep, around 65 feet, and 70 meters wide, around 230 feet, creating a massive hole in the desert floor. Now the scientists were faced with a serious problem. The hole they had accidentally created was leaking methane gas into the air. Methane is a dangerous greenhouse gas that can cause harm to the environment and to people if it's not controlled. The scientists needed to figure out a way to stop the gas from spreading, and fast. The scientists came up with a bold plan. They decided to set the gas on fire. Their thinking was that by burning the methane, it would burn off quickly and safely. This method had been used before in other places, and it usually worked. So, the scientists lit the gas, expecting the flames to die out after a few days. But instead of going out, the flames kept burning, and burning, and burning. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. The fire never stopped. What the scientists didn't realize at the time was that the gas supply beneath the crater was much larger than they thought. There was enough gas to keep the fire going for decades. As the years passed, the burning crater became known as the door to hell, or the gates of hell. From a distance, it looks like a glowing hole in the earth, with flames leaping up from the center and casting an eerie light on the surrounding desert. At night, the sight is even more dramatic, as the orange and red flames illuminate the dark sky. The locals were amazed and a little frightened by the constant flames. Some believed that the crater was a sign from the underworld, a portal to something dangerous and unknown. But scientists knew that the fire was caused by the methane gas still burning beneath the surface. So why has the door to hell been burning for over 50 years? The answer lies in the natural gas trapped beneath the Karakum Desert. The gas continues to seep into the crater from underground, fueling the flames that never seem to die out. Scientists aren't sure how much longer the fire will burn, but so far, there's been no sign that it's slowing down. In fact, the door to hell has become one of Turkmenistan's most famous landmarks. Despite its remote location in the desert, visitors from all over the world travel to see the fiery pit. It's a place like no other on Earth, an accident of science that has turned into a natural wonder. Now you might be wondering, what exactly is natural gas, and why does it burn so easily? Natural gas is a type of fossil fuel that forms deep beneath the Earth's surface. Over millions of years, the remains of plants and animals were buried under layers of sediment. With time, heat, and pressure, these remains transformed into gas and oil. Natural gas is mostly made up of methane, which is a colorless, odorless gas. It's highly flammable, which means it can catch fire easily. This is why the scientists in Turkmenistan set the gas on fire in the first place, to burn it off before it could spread. We use natural gas for many things in our everyday lives. It heats our homes, powers factories, and even generates electricity. But as we've learned from the door to hell, natural gas can also be dangerous if it escapes into the atmosphere without being controlled. Even after 50 years, the door to hell remains a place of mystery. Scientists still study the crater to understand how the fire continues to burn for so long. They also hope to learn more about the natural gas reserves beneath the desert and how they might affect the environment. The Turkmen government has even considered closing the crater, worried that it might pose a danger to the environment and nearby communities. But for now, the flames continue to burn, drawing curious visitors and scientists alike to the remote desert. So, what can we learn from the story of the door to hell? First, it shows us that sometimes even the best plans can have unexpected results. The scientists who lit the crater on fire never imagined it would burn for decades, but that's exactly what happened. It also reminds us of the power of nature. Even though the fire was started by humans, it's nature that keeps it going. The vast amounts of natural gas beneath the Earth's surface are a reminder that the planet is full of resources, but we need to be careful with how we use them. Finally, the door to hell teaches us about the importance of understanding our environment. The crater was created by accident, but it's given scientists valuable information about natural gas and the effects of releasing methane into the atmosphere. This knowledge can help us make better decisions in the future about how we use the Earth's resources. If you're brave enough to visit the door to hell, you'll need to travel deep into the Karakum Desert. The journey isn't easy, but those who make it say the sight is unforgettable. Standing at the edge of the crater, you can feel the heat of the flames and hear the roar of the fire as it burns beneath you. At night, the crater glows like a beacon in the darkness, lighting up the desert and creating a scene that feels otherworldly. It's a reminder that the Earth is full of surprises, and there are still many mysteries waiting to be explored. And so, the door to hell continues to burn, telling a story of science, accident, and mystery. It's a place where the natural world meets human curiosity, creating something both dangerous and beautiful. The next time you hear about a fiery crater in the middle of the desert, you'll know the incredible story behind it. Thanks for joining us on this fiery adventure, curious kids. Remember, there's always more to learn about the world around us. Stay curious, and we'll see you next time on Curious Kids HQ.